stretch my hands to you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's poppin', YouTube? This is LACEDUP. I am back with the first episode, and today I got
Jennifer.
yes, my barber is in the building. It's only right that we did the first video together. So today we're going to talk about a little bit of stuff about healthy habits and unhealthy habits in a relationship, so forth. Okay. So what have you learned from being out of a relationship and now in a relationship? You've been in a relationship for a while, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
what have you learned? What have you learned from the toxic traits from before about you know how this world be. This world's cruel. So
Yeah.
what have you learned a little bit about?
I would say like communication for sure. I think that it's very like important to put your ego aside. Especially when like because it's easy for people to be like, oh, I communicated, like I put like what my problem was out there, but it's not just about that, because it's like there's another person, so you can't just like, even though you might feel like you're completely in the right, you have to like actually make an effort to like meet in the middle, not just put your opinion out there and then expect the other person to agree.
Facts, because everybody's different, right? So you're gonna have to, if you're gonna fall for somebody, you're gonna choose that one because everybody's difficult. Everybody has their own problems. Everybody has their own ways of handling things. But if you're gonna choose that person in your life, you're going to have to learn to compromise. You're gonna have to learn to accept them for them and maybe grow. You're gonna not maybe you're going to have to grow together in a positive aspect. But it is does all start with communication, and ever since that you've done that, you've been in a healthy relationship for a while, right?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah. So, in life, don't walk on eggshells. A lot of people walk on eggshells and don't know if it's the right thing to say to the partner or anything like that. Well, if it's your real partner and you're saying something to keep them accountable or hold them accountable type stuff, it's going to be okay to say it. You need to say it just so that you can grow. Because if you don't say it now and you wait to the future, it could not be meant to be together. Um,
I want to say something else.
yeah, go ahead.
If you feel like you're not comfortable like enough with your partner to where you can't really be like yourself, like really put like what you think out there, like say it out there, then like that's probably not the person for you, because something that like I've learned like in this relationship is like you should definitely feel comfortable saying whatever it is you feel. Like you should be comfortable, like you should know that that other person's gonna be able to handle like what you're gonna say, like for you. You shouldn't be like, oh, I'm embarrassed, like I just don't want him to see like that side of me. That person should know like every side of you,
The
like
dark, the ugly,
yeah.
the happy, the sad, everything of you.
Yeah, and like the more you just like put it off, it's like the more it's gonna become an issue when that side comes out of you, like so
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely. Now, don't let your partner manipulate you into thinking that your feelings are not valid or how you feel that you communicate or so forth to let your partner know something that you don't like is and unhealthy, and they try to manipulate it, put it back on you. Stand your ground and know what it is, because the fact is they are going to try to manipulate you and gaslight you into staying into the relationship. But at the end of the day, you need to get the pros and the cons of the relationship, if this is meant to be, if this is not meant to be. At the end of the day, you will know, but you can't stay there and be quiet in a turtle shell, like I say. Go in your turtle shell, because if you do, then it's going to create unhealthy habits, and it's going to allow your partner to think that it's okay to do that, and it's going to become a repetitive thing.
The behavior.
Yes, a repetitive behavior. So in my with this advice, and what we say is that don't tread on eggshells. Don't tread on eggshells. Literally, just speak up, voice your opinion, voice how you feel. The right one will find you in life. But besides that, let's go on to something else. So where are you from, Jen?
I am from California, and then I moved here for high school to Arizona, and I've been here ever since.
And what do you do for work?
I'm a barber.
Oh, what? What? She
Yeah,
a
barber.
barber,
Hold on,
okay?
it's not fresh. Hold on,
It's
don't
not
be.
fresh. It is not fresh. It is
Yeah.
not, but it still look good, okay? Let her know. But yeah, so she is a barber. This is my barber. This is who I've started with since the beginning. Coming back to the internet, so it was only right that I did get my barber on this first mental health podcast. Well, it's not necessarily just going to be all about mental health, but this one right now, for the first couple ones, are based on mental health. So if there is any questions, please drop them down in the comments. Please let us know what you would like me to speak about, what the next podcast should be about. Have you ever experienced like any? Because you're into men, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like women?
Okay.
Just kidding. So, has a man ever put their hands on you?
um. Yes.
Okay. And what did you do?
I defended myself.
So she put them up. She said squabble up, squabble up.
Yeah. But at that point, like I just knew it, like it was over, so I ended it.
So in that advice right there, so no man, no woman should put their hands on you. If they do, get out of that situation. Tell them that they need to get some help, because at the end of the day, I feel like even if you're dating a woman, man to woman, nobody should put their hands on each other. It should be all about communication. I get it. You get angry, so forth like that. Well, take a moment to take some time to yourself before you talk to your partner or your spouse. But putting hands on each other is not okay. It's not. It's only going to build unhealthy relationships. All right. So now let's talk about, because you're big on TikTok, right? Like, you've been doing social media for a while, right?
I wanted to say I'm big on TikTok, bitch.
Okay. All right. My apologies. My apologies. She a little puppy. All right. My bad.
Yeah, there's like social media, and I'm like right there.
Yes. Yes. So, but like, let's say how does social media affect your mental health?
I think it has a lot to do with it. Obviously, when it comes to like body image, when it comes to like um the feeling of inferiority or whatever. Which, by the way, if you haven't read this book, The Courage to Be Disliked, I suggest that you read it. But it talks a little bit about that. But it's like basically it's like normal for people, like when you see someone that has like something really nice or something, be like, oh, like damn, I wish I had that. And I think that that's something that's like really common, like in social media. Like you see all these people having like all these like luxurious things or whatever, and maybe you're not there yet, so like maybe it makes you feel some type of way, or like maybe you see somebody's like body that like you wish like not you wish, but like you strive for that to be like your goal, your goal body or whatever. um so I think like in all those ways, like it does affect, your mental health, because without you like really realizing, you carry that like mentality into like the real world when you like step outside.
Mhm.
Um so yeah.
As well as, like, you know how TikTok at the end of, like, at nighttime, your TikTok, I don't know if it's just mine goes into depression TikTok.
Oh no.
It's all the sad videos at night. And mind you, nighttime is the hardest time for anybody dealing with mental health issues. But the internet is a very, very, it could be a positive outlet, but it is a very negative outlet right now. It is. And that's what it's known for. Like, on TikTok, it's known for drama to go up, or negative to get views. No, that's why I'm trying to break the stigma of positive and peaceful. So when you're in that mindset, the internet can be a negative outlet for you, because of how the world is and how what everybody posts and so forth. Yes, things are relatable on what you've been through. Yes, which I agree. I repost those all the time. But at the end of the day, the internet can be a negative outlet for people, because you would want to be like that person, or you wish you were that person. But at the end of the day, we were all put on this earth for a mission, and you have to find out that mission and what your purpose is on this earth, and what you're supposed to do in this life. Now, how so breaking the stigma, how conversations around mental health are evolving, and why it's essential to normalize seeking help. So, I struggled with this in the beginning about seeing a therapist. I thought it was embarrassing, I thought it was shameful, I thought it was all this. But in reality, it's always good to get a second opinion because you have those thoughts in your head. It's either you or your head that you're talking to. And when you go to get a third opinion, which is basically a therapist, the therapist is a licensed specialist that has went to college for psychology. They know, and they're going to give you a different outlet on ways to look at things. So I always suggest that, yes, if you are struggling with mental health, to, yes, go get a therapist, go speak to somebody, because you never
Mhm.
know, speaking to somebody could save you and could help you. Now, if you are suicidal, I do suggest you calling the hotline number. But if you are suicidal, I do suggest you speak up and let somebody know, because your life is more important than what you think it is. I've been there. I can say that. And look at me now. I'm here and I love my life. So I definitely suggest to take those steps to go get the help that you need. Speak to somebody, even if it's a close friend. Speak to a close friend. Now, I'd be mindful on the close friends because, some people don't want to see you do good. And some people just want to hear your business, and that's fine. You're going to
Yeah.
learn from trials and errors of who's really in your corner. But at the end of the day, go seek professional help. Have you ever done that?
I have when I was younger, not like in recent years,
Mm-hmm.
but also this is like for people that do end up getting like therapy, or if you are interested in getting therapy, don't go in with the mentality that therapy is gonna like fix you, or like fix all your problems,
Mm-hmm.
even if you like once you finish therapy, it's not gonna fix you. It's not gonna, it's just gonna help you, and it's gonna like,
Open your mind to
yeah,
think a
yeah.
different way. It's not going to heal you. It's like I say, I've said this. I don't know if you guys watch my TikToks or my lives. I say this a lot of times. I feel like a person is never going to be 100% healed, because there's always room for improvement. There's always things you're learning about yourself. If you're with somebody, there's always things you're learning about your spouse, or you're learning their likes or their dislikes, or either their pros or cons. You're learning something new every day. So I feel
Right.
like a person never 100% heals, because there's always room for improvement. So yes, don't go into a therapist meeting thinking that you are going to be 100% healed, because that is not going to be the case. You will be mentally a lot more stable to handle situations, which is good, and that's the first step at getting help, is going to do that step. Mental health is a digital age that impact of social media, screen time, and digital overload on mental well-being. So I want you to check on your phone how long you've been on social media, like the screen time. Check that out, because mine is excessively high.
I
Okay,
don't even know what mine is. Let me see.
mine's excessively
How do
high.
you check it?
Settings. Um,
Mm,
I think it might be general. Oh, right there, screen time,
where?
right there.
Okay. Daily average 3 hours 17
That's good.
minutes.
That's good. Mine's way more than that.
Okay,
Just because I've
honestly,
been working on my phone.
most of
Okay.
that time is on TikTok, I swear. But yeah, I mean, I think between TikTok and Pinterest, honestly, that consumes most of my time.
Right.
But I just like being on Pinterest because you're not really socializing with anybody, or at
Right.
least like I don't have anybody that like I personally know like on
Right.
Pinterest. So I feel like it's just like a me time,
Right.
It's like something where I could just look at my interests and then
It's something that
just,
keeps you soothed. It's not
yeah.
like the negative. It's not the positive. It's just keeping you neutral, where you're looking at new ideas. Especially because, like, you use Pinterest to look at ideas for my hair, right?
Yeah, I always have like outfit ideas, like haircut ideas, designs, whatever,
Right. Right.
or even just like I get a lot of pictures of like different like aesthetics and lifestyles, and then that's
Right.
honestly kind of like inspiring, because then it's like you're not really paying attention to like the outside world. You just focus on like what you want.
Right, right. So it's your reality on
Yeah.
Pinterest, basically. Okay. So yeah, so definitely look at the screen time. Try to, because I'm working on this too on my screen time. I work on my phone. So what I'm trying to do at nighttime is put my phone down so I can go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. But necessarily the main thing about this episode was about, like, awareness to going to get the help that you need, seek the help that you need, don't be scared. Suicidal thoughts, if you have the suicidal thoughts or you're thinking about suicide, please go reach out and get the help that you need. We are not licensed therapists or anything like that. I'm just a regular human being that is doing a podcast to spread awareness to everybody in America, to let them know that you're not alone in this fight. but it is necessary to go get those steps. Do you have anything else you would like to say to them before we close this out?
Not really. I mean,
Not
I
really.
agree
All
with
right, all
everything.
right, all
Yeah.
right. Well, thank y'all so much. I just want y'all to hit that like button, comment, let me know what you guys would like me to talk about in the next episode. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank y'all so much. Tune in for the next
Bye.
one.